Compacted clay soil, the eternal enemy of every gardener who's ever tried to plant a carrot or dig a simple hole. You dig and it feels like concrete. You add compost but it disappears. You water and it puddles up instead of soaking in. But here's the thing. The Amish don't fight clay. They transform it. And the secret isn't endless digging or chemical additives. It's something simple, ancient, and deeply natural. The humus method. Clay soil isn't bad soil, it's just misunderstood. Beneath that dense surface lies a powerhouse of minerals and potential fertility. The real issue isn't the nutrients, it's the structure. Clay particles are tiny and tightly packed, leaving no room for air or water. That's why your roots suffocate and your plants struggle. The Amish realized long ago that you don't fix clay by disturbing it more, you fix it by feeding the soil life that naturally opens it up from within. The Amish Humus Method begins with one rule: stop tilling. Every time you dig deep, you destroy the microscopic highways built by earthworms, fungi, and microbes. Instead of fighting your soil, let nature do the heavy lifting. Humus, the rich, dark, spongy material created by decomposing organic matter, is what turns dead clay into living earth. It holds moisture like a sponge, yet drains beautifully, and it invites billions of living organisms that work night and day to loosen your soil naturally. So, how do they do it? The Amish don't dump bags of compost once a year. They layer organic matter constantly. Every spare bit of straw, old hay, manure, kitchen scraps, and fallen leaves gets used. They spread it thinly across the surface, letting rain and worms pull it down slowly. Over time, these layers merge into a deep, dark humus layer, a natural blanket that keeps moisture in and compaction out. The key is patience and consistency, not brute force. When humus forms, it becomes alive with microorganisms, bacteria, fungi, nematodes, and countless others. These invisible workers form a partnership with your plants. Fungal threads stretch through the clay, creating channels that help water move freely. Worms feast on decaying matter, digest it and leave behind nutrient-rich castings. Every movement they make aerates the soil a little more. The Amish trust this life to do what no shovel ever could. Imagine this. Instead of digging a new garden bed, you simply start layering right on top of the clay. Lay down a thick mat of cardboard to smother weeds, then add a few inches of manure or composted material, followed by a mix of leaves and straw. Keep topping it up every few weeks with whatever organic matter you have. Within a season or two, the hard clay underneath begins to soften. Roots start to travel deeper, moisture stays balanced, and the soil starts smelling rich and earthy. That's the humus working. Many gardeners try to fix clay with gypsum or sand, but those are temporary solutions at best. They may loosen the top layer for a while, but they don't build life. Humus does. It creates a self-sustaining cycle where organisms keep your soil loose and fertile without you lifting a finger. That's why Amish gardens thrive in what most would call unworkable ground. They're not adding products, they're growing soil. Once your humus layer starts forming, the secret is to keep feeding it lightly and often. Don't turn it over or compact it. Each fall, rake in leaves and let them sit. Each spring, add a bit of aged manure or compost on top. Cover bare soil with mulch year-round. Think of your soil as a living system, not a project to finish, but a relationship to nurture. The richer your humus becomes, the less work you'll ever have to do. The results are almost magical. After a year or two, even the toughest clay begins to crumble in your hands. Rain soaks in instead of running off. Roots spread deeply and easily. Earthworms return by the hundreds. Your plants stop stalling and start thriving. What was once a struggle becomes an effortless partnership between your soil and nature itself. And you realize you've stopped fighting the earth, you've learned to work with it. At its core, the Amish Humus Method is about humility. It's about stepping back and letting natural processes lead. They understand that good soil isn't something you create overnight. It's something you earn through respect and observation, by giving the earth what it needs: time, organic matter, and protection. You receive soil that feeds you in return. It's simple, sustainable, and it never stops improving. You don't need to live on an Amish farm to follow their wisdom. Start small, pick one clay bed and begin layering organic matter this season. Keep adding little by little. Watch how your soil changes over time. The transformation may be slow, but it's lasting. Each year your garden becomes more alive, your workload becomes lighter, and your harvests become richer. This is the kind of gardening that grows better with every season. So, if you've been fighting compacted clay with endless digging, stop. Let nature do what it's been doing for millions of years. Feed the soil, not the frustration. The Amish Humus Method isn't just a technique, it's a mindset that restores balance between gardener and ground. If this guide helped you see your soil differently, subscribe to Soil Story for more timeless, real-world gardening wisdom. Share this video with a friend who's struggling with clay soil, and together, let's keep growing the soil that grows our food.